Welcome back, everyone, to episode 2 of the United States series. So, in this episode, we're going to be concentrating on financial aid and improving trade. So, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start cutting back on financial aid to numerous countries. We're definitely not supporting Afghanistan. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut everything down to... going to leave everything under 550 million. So from here and up, we're cutting completely. And this will give us a little more room to play around with our own money to improve our own economy. Now, down the road, we may go back and assist some of these countries, but we're not giving them the amount that was already set beforehand. No, I'm definitely not supporting Egypt. Alright, so we're done with that, and these are all the countries complaining that I've cut financial aid to them. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go down to auto construction, and we're going to go ahead and privatize that. It'll put more money in our economy, and out of that 74 billion, we're going to invest 10 billion of that to subsidize the auto industry. We're also going to put tariffs on Chinese goods. And that'll direct all purchasing more towards the US and other countries we have deals with. So this is a big thing. I'm gonna use some of that to subsidize this sector. We're gonna invest 25 billion into it. Computer hardware, we're not producing enough, so let's invest 500 million into that. Consumer electronics, we're doing well with that, but we're still going to put tariffs on China. In fact, the electric vehicles can do about 25%. electronic components. I'm gonna do, let's see. Yeah, we're nowhere close to what we need to be at. Let's do 500 million to start off, and we'll see how that goes later on. Household appliances. Let's do 500 million for that also. And let's try to direct more people towards American goods by placing a 25% tariff on that. We definitely need mortar rounds. I'm gonna invest 1 billion. Actually, let me go back to let's go to cannons, and we're gonna subsidize 200 million for that. And the cannons and mortar rounds has nothing to do with trade. We're just trying to improve our own military. Infantry armaments. Let's go with 500 million. Nah, actually. Let's go with 1 billion. And pharmaceuticals. So we produce enough. So we're going to definitely block China. Alright, we don't need to give a subsidy because we have enough. Software, the same thing. We're going to block China. We're going to do 35%. And water networks, we're going to go ahead and privatize that too. And out of that, we're going to give that sector 6.5 billion to help grow it. Steel is another thing. We definitely need a lot more of that. So we're going to make a $2 billion investment. Alright, so let's go ahead and deal with the space program real quick before we deal with everything else. Alright, so Artemis. So let's just change the launch date. Alright, so that's corrected everything for now. Maybe later on, if anything comes up, we'll just give more funding for it.
The decree takes effect as of today.
Alright, so we're no longer harboring refugees. So don't care about what they say. We're looking out for our own country first.
Many people are left in the streets. It is absolutely necessary to do something.
Alright, we have succeeded in producing a marketable system for a high-power fuel battery. And we are not the first one, so we'll just keep that to ourselves. Alright. So we are going to try to help with the environment. Let's do 1,000 each. Um, I'm gonna cut back on the tax credits for now. That's just a waste of money. Let's go with alternating. That seems to be a little more helpful. We'll do 1 star for air pollution. Alright, so that's been addressed already. Alright, so want to improve trade with India and Vietnam, so let's go to education. And Vietnam. Those two countries actually produce a lot of goods. Alright. Weapons. No, we are staying out of that conflict, and just to prove how serious I am, alright, we'll meet with the Prime Minister there, and alright, so India and Vietnam both accepted. Actually, let's... Alright, so reduce that by 25. What about service? Alright, did that too. Farming. Okay, so we pretty much covered everything. What about energy? Let's just do 20. Alright, so Vietnam did farming. About service. Service we didn't, so we'll do 20%.
Good morning. I didn't come empty-handed.
Alright, chemical industry. And that's too close to what we already pay. So I'm going to refuse.
I'd be happy.
And we'll go ahead and end that.
This person is at risk of a scandal.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
Alright. Let's get these messages out of the way.
I would like to draw your attention to our social media surveillance service. We need more resources because it is mostly there that modern plagues and threats to our institutions, such as conspiracy theories and terrorist influences, are created. Moreover, our digital service is also capable of starting rumors on our own soil about...
Alright, I've heard enough of
Our
that.
great director won the prize for
Alright, so that went through. Alright, so we're gonna improve transportation. So for road maintenance, we'll do 2 stars for that. That'll cost us about 5.7 million. And we're also gonna request authorization for Canada.
Our infiltrated agent was spotted and murdered.
Um, so we're gonna put some satellites over Afghanistan.
The intervention took place with the greatest success.
Alright, so I said that I was going to concentrate on trade. So this just occurred to me, actually a couple days ago. So let's go to transportation and look at this. So this is where a lot of goods and everything go to or come from, where we trade with other countries. So out of the entire country, as large as it is, we only have 6 ports. Now, oil tanker ports, I mean, that's obvious. That's, it's just oil that will go there. And not sure if the game is set up or calculated that it's only oil that goes there, so I'm assuming that it's only oil and nothing else. So with the regular ports, like I said, it's only 6. So we're going to add some additional ports. And alright, I wrote this up. So I want to actually see how that affects trade. So we're going to place about 5 additional ports. So, let me see, is there one in New York? Yeah, obviously there's one in New York. So we're going to put one in Boston. Place it right there. So, next one along the East Coast, we're going to put one by Jacksonville. And the reason why I'm choosing Jacksonville is it's a higher population. I mean, I could put one there. Tampa. Okay. Yeah, so Jacksonville has the largest population. So we'll put one right here. And then next, so these are oil terminals. So everything is oil terminals along this route here. So I'm going to put a port close by to Houston. And gonna do another one by San Jose. And our final one is going to be near Seattle. So place it right there. So hopefully this improves trade for us. Alright, so Massachusetts, that was a good one. Same for Florida. Alright, it says Texas is a bad choice, but I only saw oil terminals there. Alright, and so we'll see how this really affects us.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed. The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
Alright, so let's go to crime. This guy? Alright, so guess someone quit for Homeland Security. I don't remember who was there before. And let's put him there. And let's bump up his poll numbers. Alright, so crime actually went up. So let's deal with that. And gonna hire 50,000 more officers. Let's go ahead and fund criminal investigation squad. And increase local district police. And let's do the vice squad too. So all of those changes should help deal with crime a little more. Let's check inflation. So inflation has gone down significantly. Started to slow up in February there.
Your politics are on the right track. At last the fatherland is ahead who tackles the problems head on.
Alright, so let's go to housing. And we'll rehabilitate 150,000 homes. And let's check our debt. Alright, so that went up some.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
Alright, do we have any more bills? No, we don't. Alright, we are the first ones. So yeah, we'll go ahead and patent that. Robotic communication, we'll keep that for ourselves. Alright, CO2 emissions are increasing. Almost forgot about farming sector. Alright, trade balance. Okay, so production of beef. Let's do 500 million. Okay. cereals, we definitely need that. Let's do 500 million for that too. Even though I'm sure I should bump that up to 1 billion. Alright, corn. Leave that as is. Alright, potatoes. You can... Let's do 200 million to increase that. Oranges, we can do, let's do 200 million. Tea, let's give a subsidy of 50 million. Get that started up. All we need is water supply network, so we definitely have that. And lumber. Let's see where we are with that. We're only meeting a little under half our demand, so lumber I'm going to let's make that 600 million.
The preparations are complete. The whole country is preparing to joyfully celebrate this occasion.
Alright, let's take a look at unemployment. So we got it down to about 3.5%. So how much will... Alright, yeah, I don't want to really spend too much right now. Now, I could always change some of the taxes right now. Alright, so that dropped. Alright, let's look at our military. So mortar rounds. So how many missiles can we produce? 89? Alright, that's... that's not good. So... let's go to missiles. And... we'll do a $500 million subsidy for that. Alright, let's address some health issues here. Alright. see what I could get away with. About 22. Yeah, that won't go over too well though. Alright, 148 billion in debt. Alright, accidents increase, so we have to do something with that too. Alright, let's deal with the animal activists. So I'm gonna cut this down to 1 star, but I'm gonna change the regulations. And that should shut them up. Alright, let's check our debt. Alright, so I think I'm gonna end this episode. Next episode, I'm going to do a few tax reforms. And that should help us bring in a little more money and pay down a lot of this debt that we have. Real quick, I just want to look at Alright, so we have another 50 days to go. Alright, so again, thank you for the support, and I will see you soon.